Get ready to read.
You're not going to believe what state I was in when I heard about the terrorist attack. I was in Florida. And my chief of staff, Andy Card, well, actually I was in a classroom talking about a reading program that works. And was sitting outside the classroom waiting to go in, and I saw an airplane hit the tower of a TV. You know, the TV was obviously on, and I used to fly myself, and I said, well, there's one terrible pilot. And I said it must have been a horrible accident. But I was whisked off there and didn't have much time to think about it. I was sitting in the classroom, and Andy Card, my chief of staff, was sitting over here, walked in and said, a second plane has hit the tower, America's under attack.
That is valuable information for those of us who have the responsibility to protect the American people.
I was thinking about what it meant for America to be under attack. It was an amazing thought.
Thank you. Everybody touch the title of your story. Fingers under the title. Get ready to read the title, The Fast Way. We're waiting for one member.
I think you have to ask yourself why somebody would do what he does.
Get ready. Go, cat, go. Yes, the cat, go. Fingers under the first word.
I had realized there on the ground in Florida we were under attack.
Go on.
She likes to go running with her go.
You don't know what's happening. We don't know by who. We don't know how many additional planes are coming. We don't know what all is planned for us at that point. We would have been absolute fools not to go into button-down mode and leave us leaderless in a moment of crisis.
And we believed that we would be attacked many more times that day.
Let's clean that up.
I needed to know what the facts were. But I knew I needed to act. I knew that if the nation's under attack, the role of the commander-in-chief is to respond forcefully to prevent other attacks from happening.
Try that again. Get ready.
Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plans. Our military is powerful, and it's prepared.
Try that again. Get ready.
I gave our military the orders necessary to protect Americans, do whatever it would take to protect Americans.
What's behind the word said? And what does that comma mean? Let's read that sentence.
When something like this happens, you've got certain obligations and responsibilities you've got to carry out. And those took priority. They did for the president, they did for me.
They have roused a mighty giant.
That word. Sound it out. What word? Start from the beginning of that sentence. Go on. Go on.
He made some key decisions that were very important to the operation.
Let's read that sentence again. Go on.
What's the most important decision you think he made? I suppose the toughest decision was this question of whether or not we would intercept incoming commercial aircraft. It doesn't do any good to put up combat air patrol if you don't give them instructions to act if in fact they feel it's appropriate.
Go on.
And the President of the United States' most solemn responsibility is to keep this country secure.
Let's go.
Must be sick.
From the beginning. Fingers on the...
Where there is suffering, there is duty. The President himself must be responsible. That's exactly right. Ooh, these are great readers.
Yes, they are.
Very impressive. Thank you also very much for showing me your reading skills. I bet they practiced it, don't you?
Oh, yes. That's the requirement. Homework. Reading homework.
Reading more than they watch TV?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Everybody do that? Read more than they watch TV? Oh, that's great. Really good. Very important to practice. Thanks for having me. Very impressive.
Close those, close your readers. Place them under your chairs. And thank you so much.
Anyway, it was an interesting day.
The President of the United States was flown from Florida to a secure Air Force base in Louisiana, where he appeared before cameras. He's now airborne again. And I don't know of another time in American history when we've said this, but he is aloft in Air Force One, and his destination right now is unknown.